It's Nicholson time, baby. Will they get a load of me? That's right. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Movie trivia. Now, guys, we're going to get straight into it. 10 things you may or may not have known about this movie. Let's go. Did you know many extras were authentic mental patients? Can you imagine that going on set every day wondering, are you going to get your head kicked in? Are they going to take a shit on the floor? What are they going to do here? You know what I mean? Ooh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. That must have been very risky. Okay, next. Will Sampson, the chief, was a park ranger in Oregon near where the movie was filmed. He was selected for the part because he was the only Native American the casting department could find who matched the character's incredible size. I think that guy was like almost 7 foot tall. I mean, that was insane. I think Nicholson's like 5'9", 5'10", so again, even the two of them standing together, he just looks even bigger. Massive man. Massive man. Next. In later interviews, Louise Fletcher said that she found ways to make her character human, yet remain unsympathetic, ultimately deciding that Nurse Ratched actually did care about the patients and felt she was doing what was best for them, but was ultimately misguided and drunk on her own power. You see, that's exactly what I thought too. She was full of crap at the end of it. She was just throwing out absolute rubbish, and then Nicholson was getting really upset and pissed off with her. Drunk on her own power, man. Yeah, she was a wicked character. Jesus. Next, Nicholson took a percentage of the profits of a small salary for a modestly budgeted film. The movie paid off when the picture went on to gross well over 120 million. Do you realize how much money that is when that a movie bringing in that kind of money back in those days? My God, that would be like 700, 800 million these days. That was insane. Well done, Nicholson. That was a smart move by him. My God. Next, during filming, a crew member running cables left a second-story window open, oh God, at the Oregon State Mental Hospital, and an actual patient climbed through the bars and fell to the ground, injuring himself. The next day, the Statesman Journal in Salem, Oregon, reported the incident with the headline on the front page, "One flew out of the cuckoo's nest." Jesus. Milos Forman would roll the cameras when the cast members didn't know so he could capture the real moment. Now that's quite cool because every time, you do see a bit of instability, wrong word, instability in the scenes. Isn't that so cool? So like we are actually seeing the real thing, lads. That's awesome. That's awesome. Next, Louise Fletcher was so upset with the fact that the other cast members could laugh and be happy, while she had to be so cold and heartless that near the end of production, she removed her dress and stood in only her panties to prove to the cast members she was not a cold-hearted monster. Do we believe that one? I mean, was there any need to go that far? Why don't you just bring out the lads and get pissed drunk? Do you know? Well, okay. Maybe it's true. Next, a patient hired by the production company had a stutter that he had all his life. He was so inspired by his responsibilities while working for the producers that his stutter was permanently resolved. Well, man, I tell you, if that's true, that's amazing. That would be unreal. My God. Because I think a lot of that is mental. Isn't it? A lot of it is like something happens in your childhood that you get this stutter, do you know? Anyway, next. The script called for McMurphy to leap on a guard and kiss him when first arriving at the hospital, if we remember this. But during filming, director Milos Forman decided that the guard's reaction wasn't strong enough and told Nicholson to jump on the other guard instead. This surprised the actor playing the second guard greatly, and in some versions, he can be seen punching Nicholson. Well, guys, if you watch it again soon, keep an eye out for the reaction from that guard. Obviously, it's a little edited, but, it was a great move by Nicholson, though. And finally, the last. Having played an orderly in the stage production, Michael Douglas originally wanted to play Billy Babbitt in the movie. I mean, Michael Douglas is great, but could you really see him play that part? I don't know. He's always Michael Douglas. He's always that, the happily married guy with kids and a dog, but yet he goes off and has an affair. That type of character. But maybe he would have been great. He's an unbelievable actor. But anyway, guys, that's movie trivia top 10. An unbelievable show. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'll be back with more. See ya.
Peter. Walsh.